What is it that you do?
Let's get started. Okay. So I wanted to start off with more of a get to know me for people who don't really know me, and then I'm going to go more into the mom question, that kind of stuff. So I did ask you guys last night if you had any questions for me, and some people did send some questions and different topic ideas for future videos. So that was nice. Thank you guys. We'll start with, how did you meet your significant other? So Mitchell and I met in college. A boyfriend that I had at the time and I had broken up. We would text, I didn't really know him. I remember seeing him. I don't even think he knew what I looked like. Actually, he didn't know what I looked like. Later, he told me that he would text me and he had no idea what I looked like. So, player, I don't know. Anyways, so we met through our friends. So when the boyfriend and I broke up, Mitchell and I would text. We finally met, and then I got back with the boyfriend. Stupid girl. And then we broke up again, and Mitchell found out, and I guess he was super excited to know that I was single. He started to text me. I didn't really reply. Actually, I didn't reply. And then Sam, which is who introduced us, told him, don't worry, she's probably busy. She'll text you back, I promise. Well, then I posted a selfie that pretty much said that I was bored out of my mind. And he didn't like that too much. But finally, I did text him back, obviously. Fast forward 5 years. We are together, and now we have our beautiful daughter. So how many kids do you want to have, and when will you start trying? I think Mitchell and I, we want 2 kids. I wouldn't be opposed to 3. But I think nowadays, just with how expensive life is and how busy and hectic it is, it's really important for me to have quality time with each of my children, which is I think one of my fears of having another child, because I just love her so much. So it's hard to think that we'd have to kind of split up our time. I don't know, just learning to balance 2 children. When will we start trying? I will say that when I had my 6-week checkup, the doctor asked, what do you want to be on birth control? What form of birth control do you want? And I said, no, I don't want any birth control. So God's timing. That's when that will happen. Okay. Are you okay? Oh no, Sita. Come here. Princess. Princess. Are you choking on your own saliva? Say hi. Say hi. Say hello world. I'm here. Liv's going to join us now. Who are your best friends? So, by far, my best friends are my mom and my sister, Destiny. God, where would I be? Actually, you know what? Let's be real. Here she is. I would not have gotten through my 27 years of life without them, just holding my hand. I've just been so blessed to have my sister, Destiny, to just guide me through life. And my mom, I can call her any time of the day just to talk to her, if I'm driving to work, if I just want to vent, anything. My mom knows everything. We've always had an open relationship. Even when I was in high school, nothing was a secret. So yeah, shout out to my sister, who still spoils me like I'm her child. And my mom, and I love you guys so much. Seriously, I love you guys. But friend-wise, that's not family. Samantha and Caitlin are definitely my best friends. Samantha I've known since I was probably 7 and she was 5. Or maybe I was 6 and she was 5. No. Whatever. We were little. Super little. We've been best friends since. I count her as my little sister. I just love her. And then Caitlin, we have been friends going on 4 years now. But I adore that girl. If you know them, you're lucky to know them. If you're friends with them, it's a blessing. If you could go back in time, what would you tell your 16-year-old self? I would tell my 16-year-old self to have fun, have so much fun, live up high school. I definitely didn't do that. If you went to high school with me, You probably don't even remember because I just stayed to myself. Like, you don't even, whatever. You might not even remember, like, if I was in your class or not. Like, I was just so quiet. I was all about my boyfriend at the time. He was older than me. I went to Juan Formal my freshman year. Yeah, like, I would just tell myself to not have a boyfriend and just to really find out who I was, because it took me longer than I think it takes most people to just feel comfortable in my own skin, because I put, like, so much of my identity in that person, and I wouldn't want that for anybody. You're just growing up. You're so little, and I really just didn't give myself the opportunity that I could have. Okay, moving on. Tea or coffee? Definitely coffee. What's my coffee order? So if I go to Starbucks, I'm going to get a skinny vanilla latte grande with almond milk. Or back in my big coffee days, aka nursing school days, I would just straight do coffee with almond milk. Done. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Definitely SMLX0. Her name's Stephanie. She does makeup, beauty. I love her. Look her up. The Mellow Mama. Everything, like, parenting wise, just her whole persona, how she handles life, how she carries herself. Third one, and none of these are in a particular order because I freaking love all three of these girls. Carly Bible. So she does makeup as well, and I've followed her and I've watched her forever. Vienna's little foot was erasing some of my notes. How many siblings do you have? I have 2 older sisters. I am the youngest of 3 girls. Yeah. What are your favorite baby products? The baby Bjorn or baby Bjorn. I'm not sure how you say it. So if she wants to be in it, she'll kick her legs and she'll smile, and she just loves to kick her legs. It's one of our favorite little pastimes in our activities to do together. And then other baby products, I'll make a whole video on that. This and my car seat and stroller. Yes. Mom hack. So my mom hack that I have for Vienna, she loves water. She loves bath. I will put her in this lying back if she's sleeping and I need to get ready, and I'll turn on the bathtub. So even if when I'm done showering or taking a bath, I'll keep the water running and she'll just let me get ready that way. My favorite part of the day with her. I don't have a favorite. I love every minute with her. The fact that I'm with her all day right now because I'm on maternity leave just, like, makes my life. The worst thing someone said to you when you were pregnant. When I was almost due, Mitchell and I went to the grocery store, and, you know, the lady asked, like, are you having a boy or a girl? And I said a girl, and she was like, oh, I have 2 girls, and girls are awful. They're horrible. And I was just like, you know, to each their own. I just didn't think it was very nice because, I don't know, I think it's more about how you raise your kid and interact with them, and the fact that she was saying that about, I guess it was more a personal thing because she was saying that about her girls, but it kind of made me sad, you know. I don't think that's very nice to say to someone. Do you co-sleep, and what does bedtime look like? Yes, we do co-sleep. Bedtime happens around 8 o'clock. We start winding down. It looks like her getting a bath, feeding her, and then I'll talk to her. So a lot of times what I like to do is I like to run through the day with her, tell her, like, what we did that day. You know, I'll say, you woke up and mommy fed you. Then Grandma Christine came over and, you know, played with you for a while, and you fell asleep with Grandma Christine and you had a good rest with her. And then we went to see Daddy at work and we took him lunch, and we'll just go through our motions of the day. We'll just repeat them, and then I like to talk to her about what we were planning on doing the next day. So it's, you know, a reflection of what happened in the day and then what they can look forward to the next day. Alright, so how do you make mom life look so easy? My baby girl is 1.5 and I don't know what the F I'm doing sometimes. I don't put anything else before her. Her feelings are what I think of the most. So if I'm doing something, I'm very mindful of how it's affecting her, how she would feel in the moment. I try to put myself in her position. I really do think of her as her own whole individual person with her own personality, her own mind, and her own feelings. If she's upset, there's a reason she's upset. So I'll stop what I'm doing completely, and I'll hold her and I'll talk her through it, and I'll tell her, I feel that you're disappointed right now, or I feel that you are overwhelmed by all these people right now, and I'll remove her from the situation. So yeah, I think that's why it comes off that being a mom is easy for me, because her feelings are everything to me. Her feelings come before my feelings. If I'm taking a bath and no one's home and I have her in her Bjorn and she starts to get fussy or she starts to cry, my bath is cut short. I turn off the water. I get out. Sometimes, it's hard because, I want to be able to shower good and feel good and, take that time to just rest. But I don't always get that time. Most of the time I don't. So I dry off and I go back to her needs. And I just think, I will get this chance later. So, I think that's my biggest piece of advice, though, is just to really think about how your kid is feeling. I mean, like I said, she is only 2 months old. Your daughter's 1.5. So I know I'm going to meet other challenges as Vienna gets older, but I do have some books to recommend for you. Janet Lansbury, she wrote a book called Elevating Childcare. So good. It's called Elevating Childcare, A Guide to Respectful Parenting. I highly recommend this book. I started reading it when Vienna was just born. It just changed everything for me. I feel so calm with her. I feel so, collected with her. It just teaches you kind of how to deal with different situations. I mean, I read this book and I have started so many books and read them halfway and stopped reading them as I've gotten older. It's just a bad habit of mine. I wanted to finish it all the way through. I wanted to absorb and know everything. I even want to read it again because I feel like there's some things that I've already forgotten, but there's so many things that I've taken from it and that I practice every day as a mother. So definitely this one. But I just got this book in today. I ordered it on Amazon. It is a lot thicker. It's a heavy book. But this is by Magna Gerber. There is a video on YouTube. I'll try to link it down below, by Magna Gerber. It's very old. It's a very old video. But I watched it. I had Mitchell watch it, and it just opened my eyes. Like, the way she talks about parenting, the way she talks about children, just kind of gives you another insight. And she has so much experience with it. I mean, her years and years of observation with children. I'm just so glad that she, is able to educate other people, even though she's passed away, through her books and videos. So, Magna Gerber, you'll see me quote her a lot on my Instagram because I think so highly of her. But this book, it's called Dear Parent, Caring for Infants with Respect. I just got it in today. I am going to start it today because I'm so excited about it. These books were actually recommended by the Mellow Mama. And then, are you and Viv still doing vlogs? We are still doing vlogs. I vlog on my iPhone. I do want to invest in a good camera. I know which one I want already. I just haven't made that, click that purchase button. But there will be more vlogs with Viv and I. You want to see her right now? You want to see her right now? Here she is. Say hi, friends. Hi, friends. She is just kicking her legs over there. She's still kicking today. But I hope this shows you a little bit about who we are as mom and daughter. Princess Vienna and Queen T are out.
I love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay.
She's so freaking cute. Look at her little face. Look at her little face. Oh, so precious.